I am picking up on archaeology energy, okay? I know I was doxxed, but it's cool because they've been doxxed too. But somebody may have doxed another and saw correspondence about where something may have been buried. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Let's see what the Holy Spirit wants us to know. Somebody need to thank their ancestors, though. Because this archaeology energy that another one was in, they were divinely guided to follow through with it. And they have dug up something. What else? Holy Spirit, please. And maybe the person, I'm telling you, the person who, what else, Holy Spirit, please, and thank you from you through me at this time. What would you like for the collective to know surrounding this download, this archaeology energy that you gave me, Holy Spirit? What is the insight, guidance, and clarity that you have for us from you through me? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. And thank y'all for your support of Mami Wata Tarot. Somebody couldn't believe their eyes. They had to close their eyes and look away. They keep trying to look at whatever they have dug up, but it's like hurting them. Like if you could see how my eyes, like I couldn't even, like I was blinking, didn't want to look forward. The person is like looking away. They cannot hardly look at what they have seen. Clarify, Holy Spirit, what I'm getting, please, and thank you. Budget yourself. I'm telling you, this person could not bear it. They had to be conservative because they couldn't believe what they were seeing, what they had dug up. I'm telling you, they knew that if they looked at this, it was going to be in their head and fuck with them for a long time to come. So they had to budget themselves. They could not fully examine what they found. Look what came out. Mami Wata energy. Okay? Whoever you are, you may have led somebody to follow up a lead, get justice for a child. Okay? Okay. Mami Wata is about them babies. I have been picking up for months now on a feminine who was carrying children up to a certain point, then purposely miscarrying them, burying them in her backyard, and then doing some sort of necromancy. This may have popped up in somebody's algorithm. I don't know. Maybe you have picked up on this too. How this person was being an energy vampire towards transition children. Clarify what I'm getting. I'm telling you, somebody, THC, THCA. Okay, then challenge accepted. This might be about me. Because I know I've been talking about this. I smoke weed. Who don't? Shit. I'm just saying. It ain't stopping shit for me. Not none that the divine has for me. The Holy Spirit got me going in the direction he want me to go in. And he ain't told me to let that go yet. Because I chose that as an alternative to a lot of modern medicine. And I feel like that's why I'm alive today. And I've continued to profess that in my testimony about having cancer. Okay? That's what THC did for me. It accepted the challenge. But I'm picking up that somebody didn't believe me or you, whoever this applies to. Okay? Because they thought they was a pothead. But then they were divinely guided to accept the challenge about what you were saying. About somebody being an energy vampire in this way. Laptop / computer. This person may have come across you in their algorithm. This total stranger, but they were divinely guided to look into what you were saying. Possibly about somebody they suspected. And they started doing research about it. Foolish and their foolish behavior. The Real Sisters clique. There may be some women who this person suspected of doing what I was just referencing. Okay? when he heard you talking about it now, you may have even said something at that time about smoking THC or THCA. And this person decided to judge you, okay, about it when you came across their laptop / computer. I'm telling you, algorithm and analytics is out here too. This is a total stranger who was divinely guided to listen to what you said and look into their own suspicions about possibly a clique of women who do this foolish thing. And they done went on a dig, and I'm telling you, they done found some oddies. Yes, they have. Of possibly baby ABs. I'm trying not to say the words fully so they won't try to have no reason to flag me. But somebody need to hear this. Because you may have doubted what you were picking up. You may have thought it was foolish to think that people were out here behaving this way. Because you knew better. You were living in soul-searching energy that was challenging you to raise your standards and be better. So when you are living at a high vibration, sometimes you expect people to be at the same vibration as you. You forget about people who can't balance their dark side and get in alignment. So you make the assumption that people are on your same wavelength when you are ascending. And you get brought back down to reality sometimes. That's why you have to use the spirit of discernment and ask the Holy Spirit to show you the truth about who you're interacting with. Okay? There's something about this raise your standards energy too. It's something about this Grow Sisters clique possibly offering some sort of service to women, saying that they can help them eliminate the challenges that come with parenthood, that they can help them come out better. This could have been happening on the Pacific Coast. Whoa. I don't know what I'm picking up on, but I'm telling y'all, clear city life, clarify please and thank you. Wedding, marriage, that they could go off and have great professional careers. This may be something that happened in the past. That's what I just heard. That's why the archaeology energy is here. Because these things, these energies, these remains have been buried for a long time possibly. But it was this vibe of them telling women, okay, if you do this, if you... some sort of like home for mothers or something I'm picking up on. But they wasn't doing what they said with those babies. If you give over care to us, you can go off and get married. You can go off and have that city life, order my steps. I'm telling y'all, that's what these women was telling some younger energies when it comes to what to do with their pregnancy or their baby. But what they were carrying out in return as a result of these women being sent to them, that's not what was really happening. That's not what they were telling people was going to happen, rather. It was happening, but that's not what they claimed they were doing. Mami Wata may have even divinely guided this person to look into what was happening to or had happened to these babies. Give me something else, Holy Spirit. What else about this? Because just keep coming out, this energy. High Priestess. Look, I'm telling you, whoever you are, even if this is about somebody else and not me, you are carrying High Priestess, Mami Wata energy. You said something about archaeology energy. Somebody needed to look something up, go digging somewhere. What you suspect is going to be on the other side. That's what you said. And somebody listened to what you prophesied and they found it. They worked out the kinks. They may have had to do some like extensive dealing. They may have had to get permission to go on this property where this Gross Sisters clique used to be located, or they may even still be located there. But they had to work out a lot of kinks in order to be able to get to do this. But there's also this energy of them having to use heavy equipment to excavate, to dig with this essential oils WD-40 energy. And when you first made this prophetic premonition about somebody needing to go digging, this person was like, I just don't even need to follow that up. Even though they had already had their own premonition now. They already had a starting point before they heard your message. But that was the Holy Spirit and Mami Wata even trying to guide this person to get justice for these babies. Now, I'm telling you. But because they was continued possibly to listen to you. And they picked up that you smoked reefer. So they was not going to follow up what you said because they may have felt like your consumption of that, I'm telling you, this is an authority, was a damper on you being alerted to the truth. But that alert, that flashing light energy that you exhibited when they heard you, that was the universe trying to get them in gear, because you are a unicorn energy. You are a divine being. I don't care how much THCA you smoke. Okay? And if the universe is guiding you to say what they are expressing to you, 12:12, what the Holy Spirit is telling you, you gonna say that. You don't care how crazy it sounds to somebody else, because you know somebody somewhere is listening. You don't gotta know them or know nothing about them, but you know they're gonna hear it and know it's the truth. And they're going to follow through and do whatever it is that they need to do if they continue to pay attention to their own spirit of discernment, where their feet are guiding them, the God within them. Because see, time is ticking. For look, whoever this is, they could be Jewish. There was some sort of shift. Okay, because somebody else may have heard these premonitions you were making about people doing this kind of thing. Water, I'm telling you, Mami Wata is in the building. It was 1313 when I looked up. And something may have gotten washed away, okay, to show that there was something that needed to be unearthed. That's what I'm getting here, okay? Whoever may have possibly heard you say what you said, that's on the opposite side of this thing, they didn't believe you neither. They didn't think nobody was going to listen to you. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody else heard you too now. A lot of people heard you. And he ain't the only one that this applied to. That's what I'm hearing. It's somebody else here. I don't know if they're related to this case directly, this situation. I called it a case, child. This a case, child. They done found, look, the water done, look, they done came up on them people property. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And they done found them bodies. I'm telling you, them remains. They went on an archeological dig at somebody's home. They came with a search warrant. Something had got washed away, and these people who were hiding this did not realize it. It's like two situations I'm picking up here. There was some sort of women's home or something for unwed mothers or something like that. Back in the day, somebody done found something there, and it's somebody's personal property. that they was doing this on too. Look, just know love is truly in action. They will show you, but it came out in reverse. Whoever else lives in this home, they gave permission for these people to come in. That's what I'm hearing. You know, if they ask you, can they come in and look around, and you say, yeah, you know, they gonna come in and look around. But they may not have known what these people was looking for, but they may have also known what that other karmic energy in their home had been doing. They may also have oh Lord. A dog or a cat may have been digging and unearthed something. I'm telling you, this man had to look away in horror and disgust at what was unearthed. He knew that this energy, those energies, Uncle Sam knew that those energies was severely broken to have been doing what they've been doing. So if I'm talking about it, this didn't already happen. This didn't happen because I've been talking about this for a long time. And I'm glad to see that somebody followed through and was most definitely in a position and ensured that they got justice for these babies. Because these are both situations is young. Daily self-care is essential. These people need the people who went on the archeological dig. The people who discovered this, they need therapy. They need some time off to recover from what they saw and discovered. Y'all, I'm telling you now. The level of evil that was discovered. I just saw Psalm 91, but I'm not pulling it. Look, the level of sacrifice that they discovered was occurring. And I'm picking up on two different situations. But see, whoever you are, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who was picking up on this, but I know I've been picking up on it for months now. Not one, but two people heard you on this in this age of digital technology. You came up in their algorithm, and they felt like they were divinely guided to hear your message. At first, one of these people doubted you, but they realized that you are a source of healing, that you were divinely guided to help them heal this situation. I'm telling you, thank you, ancestors, that you have been redeemed. Because at first they thought you was a pothead, that you was just getting high and hallucinating. But this person knows that you receive tokens, divine pennies from heaven when it comes to your intuition and the downloads and dreams that you have and receive. Okay? This other case was on the Atlantic. From one coast to another, they have picked up your transmission. Okay? New Jersey was right behind Atlantic. So that could be where that other situation occurred. These people may have been being watched too by whoever heard your message and was already suspecting them or something. Like both of these cases, these people were already being suspected. Clarify, Holy Spirit, and then we gonna close. Vacation. They are your soulmate. Hit the table. Okay, so one of these people that came across you, they feel like y'all have a divine connection. This person wanna travel and celebrate with you. They feel like you were divinely guided to them and they were divinely guided to you, not just for them to solve this situation, but to also connect with their soulmate. That there's loss in this situation, but there's also hope for a good future, that people can heal and recover. That's the energy that they possess as well. They could be an Aquarius, but they definitely wear a star. Okay? Whoever this is, that they could be from New Jersey as well, or be located in New Jersey. The star energy. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Final card, final message, contract. They want to connect with you. They know that you are a form of protection. Okay? They know that you aim to protect and serve like they do. This could be an actual investigator who happened to listen to you and looked into what you said to be true. Because this is a form of sexual abuse. I'm going to cover the S just in case they try to. I'm going to make sure I cover every card, every word. If the word could be considered vulgar or egregious in any way, I'm going to try to take off the first consonant of the word, the beginning, to make it be like it's been redacted or muted, because I ain't gonna be editing all that shit. When I'm channeling, it is what it is. Like I just cussed right there. It is what it is. My channel is for people ages 18 and over, 21-12, and that's obvious in the description and my content. So I don't know what the problem is. It's obviously something more personal, 21-22. Okay, but it's cool. Because I'm telling you, you continue to keep telling your story, giving your downloads when you have been divinely guided to do so. And shout out to the people I've been seeing up under my video when I go back to listen to what I said after I posted, child. I have to go back and listen to what I said because I be channeling. And you know how to give you video suggestions underneath the video you're watching. I have seen a number of readers, intuitive beings who are really doing their thing. Some of them have a low amount of views. Some of them have thousands and thousands of views, much more views than me. But I can pick up on their divinity, and I can tell that they are faithful and true to the source, and that they are truly trying to help people. They're not out here gaming or scheming. So shout out to y'all. You are appreciated. 2222. And the universe sees that you are in alignment. I'm telling you now. There's some real ones out here. There's some real ones out here now. But these people listen to you. And they saw the truth that you are real too, because you called out this level of abuse. That's what it is. And just because I said all of that, that lets me know that people were doubting your intuition. They were doubting these signs even that they were receiving, that they needed to follow up what you were saying. But for somebody, there was some sort of rain, storm, natural disaster type energy that washed away what they had tried to keep buried. Ooh, they want to take care of you winter. Like, if you've been talking about this as long as I have, we've been talking about this since this past winter for sure. I know I have, okay? You may have been too. And it wasn't really the ground may have been solid, frozen, hard for them to dig. Somebody could have possibly went digging this past winter. But whoever this is, they heard your message back then. And they feel like they have been shown that they need to take care of you. They need to protect you because you are also a protector. I don't know if I finished talking about that, but one of y'all is seen as a protector of children. A protector of children. You are high priestess. You definitely operate between galaxies. The ancestors, Mami Wata, the Most High is out here for you for sure. And you brought light to this baby daddy, baby mama drama, because you better believe it's some parents who don't know. Somebody may have even given a pair of earrings for their baby to have when they got their ears pierced. That's interesting. That just came up out my ear. It was 2444 when I said that. There are some some masculines and possibly even feminines who wanted to know the whereabouts of children with this first group. I'm telling you now, who were supposed to be adopted. There's also this energy that a baby daddy may have told on a baby mama in this other situation about him wondering what happened to her pregnancies. She may have claimed she used these to get abortions, but that's not what happened. There's no record of that. Oh my gosh. Anything else? Let me get up out of this. Anything else? Get back to basics. Remember, the first card out was budget yourself. That's what these people are having to do in the life ahead, because they look, somebody done found what they was looking for. I'm telling you now. And you have a secret admirer who feels like you broke the spell up off of this, that you figured out what it really was, that you encouraged them to follow through with their intuitive abilities. But I'm telling y'all, you never know who's listening to you. Because a lot of y'all, even if you only got 300 views, you don't know who is listening to you within those 300 views. And you are making an impact, a worldwide impact. Because you brought this to light. You've brought these deaths to light. Definitely giving social justice, criminal justice energy. Okay? I'm telling you, somebody's baby daddy was like, on this second case, somebody baby daddy was like, something ain't right here. And they may have already reported it to who happened to hear your message. And when they heard your message, they decided to go full throttle towards that karmic feminine and look into what this premonition was that you had about it. I'm telling you. One of these people could have been married to their feminine. That could be the one who gave them permission to come into the home and to excavate the property, because they did that shit. Family pet plays a part in this. I'm telling you now, every time I get ready to quit, here we go, Holy Spirit. But they over it. I'm telling you, they were so like they couldn't believe what they saw. This conspiracy energy, especially for this first place that I'm picking up on, that swore they was in alignment for years. This is an older energy. I don't even think a lot of these women who work there are even alive anymore. That's what I'm hearing. It's just a matter of, oh my gosh, y'all remember that movie, The Nickel Boys? And how that's an actual real situation that occurred. I believe that was like down further south from where I am. That movie is hard to watch, but that's how a lot of children were being discarded and abused and unalived and buried in mass graves and shit. And I'm picking up on something like that by people who also claim they were in alignment. Okay? But if it doesn't apply, please let it fly. Take only what resonates. Leave the rest. And I'll be back soon with another one. Peace.